After a very long period of silence, Vuga has returned to grace us with Pyrite Adventure 3's demo, featuring 3 pretty long stages and showing off all sorts of new mechanics, and in general just being pretty amazing. This is certainly worth the wait. However, one thing missing from the demo, at least at a first glance, is any mentions of the lore or the story, which honestly is probably for the best. Why spoil what happens in the game before it comes out? But unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, there are a few things we can gather based on what they did show us, and there is just enough for me to kind of predict how the story will go. That's right, friends, I think I know how the entire story of the game will play out, and even some of the gameplay elements. And in this video, I'll tell you all about it. So without further ado, please be sure to like and subscribe, and let's dive into some lore and predictions of Pyrite Adventure 3. So for starters, I want to begin by talking about some surface level stuff, such as the game's description, which tells us that our heroes were, quote, blindsided by Professor Baconhair's return, which means he'll probably return in the early game with some sort of super weapon, which we'll come back to later. But wait a minute, you might be asking. In the demo, there's literally a section where you play as Professor Baconhair himself, so how in the world can this be the case? Well, to answer that, we have to look at the Sonic series for answers, and I think I've come up with an interesting theory. I think the ultimate weapon that will be the catalyst for Baconhair's return in this game will be a robot version of the player, which will be a direct nod to Metal Sonic. Shortly after the takeover, this robot version of the player will betray Baconhair and take over all the robots he's built, which explains why the bots attack him as well. Backing up a bit, we see in Apollo's level that he's collecting dodge pyrite fragments, which implies that some of, if not all of the pirates have been possibly destroyed for some reason, possibly by Professor Baconhair or the metal version of the player. The fact that the goals for each of the linear levels are rings now instead of the pyrites also helps this theory out. I think that the story will have 3 threads. The player, Apollo, and Claire will be going around the world looking for pyrite fragments, Baconhair will be trying to regain control of his robot armies, and Noob and Hazel, I have no clue what these guys are doing, honestly. There's not really much context to their level, so, yeah. Maybe it'll be something vaguely related to what Shadow does in Sonic Adventure 2, since, this is basically, that's what Pyrite Adventure 3 is based on, it's based on Sonic Adventure 2. So yeah, basically, I think the story will be like Sonic Adventure 2 mixed with Sonic Heroes, but Roblox, which is cool. Anyways, I think I'll end the video off here for now. So, what do you think of my predictions? Am I right, or am I going insane from the lack of stars aligned news? Whatever it may be, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you do, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. I know it was short, but you know what? It was just a demo. Anyways, bye.